Podcasting is an effective way of interacting with students outside of the traditional classroom. It delivers radio quality instruction and content that can be listened to anytime, anywhere. Let's explore some of the benefits of podcasting.
On the treetop, when the wind blows, the cradle will rock, rock, rock.
We are now teaching a group of students referred to as millennials. Millennials typically consist of anyone born after 1980. These students have never experienced life or a world without personal computers or technology. Technology takes up an immense amount of their free time. This generation of learners has sent 250,000 IMs, spent 10,000 hours playing video games, 10,000 hours on the phone, and more than 20,000 hours watching TV. Innovative technology is part of their everyday life, and podcasting is a form of learning that they're familiar with. Podcasting allows for differentiation in the classroom. You can simply record a lecture and have the students play it back and listen to it as a review, or you can make it more student-centered by taking a project-based learning approach. By taking this approach, the students are writing the scripts and acting out the podcast. Podcasting focuses on the higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy and allows for creativity and innovation.
Podcasts offer a new and relevant way to excite your students about their learning. Since the creation of the iPod, podcasts have become a huge trend among listeners across the United States. Podcasting projects allow students to demonstrate higher order thinking skills and allow them to gain a more in-depth learning experience because they are teaching concepts to others. A vodcast is a podcast with video, and this format allows students to incorporate visuals into their project to enhance their overall experience.
Now let's take a look at some real-life situations on how podcasting can enhance student instruction. One of the greatest fears for many teachers is what to do if a child is out sick for an extended amount of time. Well, podcasting has a cure for that. Here's the scenario. Emily, who is a very conscientious student, has been up all night tossing, turning, not feeling well. She has a huge test coming up and doesn't want to miss school. What's she to do?
Mom, I don't feel well.
Let me take your temperature. 102, honey, you can't go to school today.
But I have a big test coming up tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Emily is faced with a serious dilemma. Should she go to school in order to get the pertinent information she needs to take the test, but risk exposing everyone to her illness? Or does she stay home and miss out on the much-needed study guide information? Maybe she can get an extension. Emily then recalls that Mr. Smith uploads all of his classroom study guide lectures to iTunes for students to download and listen to as a podcast. Crisis averted. Podcasts provide students with relevant information even when they're on the go. And it's very easy to upload a podcast to a website for students and parents to listen to.
Hello, my name is DeAndre Henderson and you are listening to WUFMS. I would like to welcome Mr. Franklin to the show.
Hi, my name is Ben Franklin. I was born on January 17, 1706.
Teachers also have the capability to upload podcasts to a blog. A blog, or weblog, simply allows students to type and view each other's responses to the assigned task. Once they type the response and click Submit, the response will be published for all to see. Blogs are also a good way of generating meaningful debate. Podbean.com is a free blog which allows teachers to utilize this technology in their classroom. Mr. Dell is a 6th grade social studies teacher at L. Douglas Wilder Middle School in Richmond, Virginia. He has done numerous podcasts with his class. Let's get his perspective on podcasting.
So I want you to take a second and gather yourselves. for something serious. Because what my hope is that this will be one of those lessons that you carry with you for a long, long time. When I came up with the idea for the lesson, it just kept expanding. Like first, it was going to be, having me read it in the classroom, and then it was, well, why not create a podcast, something that they could listen to as we do it, and then from there, I was like, well, I don't want to have a podcast of just me reading. Handpick the teachers to help me by doing the readings themselves in character. Maddie, the mother, discusses her utter hatred for her master after he sells her only daughter to a slave owner in Kentucky. The kitchen of Pierce Butler's house. It is night. From the dining room come sounds of people talking loudly and laughing. Maddie stands at the stove, cooking. In a corner of the kitchen, Sarah's asleep at a table, using her folded arms as a pillow for her head.
I knew something terrible had happened the minute I heard that girl screaming. From way down the road, I could hear her, and the closer they got, the louder her screaming was. I ran outside, and the coach had hardly stopped before she was out the door and running to me. Papa saw Emma! Papa saw Emma!
It's very emotional, and so I was very pleased with the way that the students were able to handle it. They certainly did enjoy it. I had a lot of students tell me that there was something that they enjoyed and that made them think, and they went home and talked to parents about it.
I really like listening to the podcast in class because the stories are exciting and I like the way they make the sound effects come to life.
Podcasting makes learning fun and keeps my attention.
My parents are happy that I'm not only listening to Beyonce all the time. When we go on family car trips, we listen to Classroom podcasts through my iPod on the car speaker.
Hey, I love acting because I like how we make believe we are interviewing important people in American history.
Let's check in on a podcasting session in progress.
Welcome to Wilder Middle School Traveling Agency. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm an experienced rock climber and I was wondering if you could tell me a good region in the United States where I can utilize my skills.
There are currently 8 regions in the United States. To hear a list describing each region, please press 1 on your phone now.
Beep. The coastal plain is located along the east coast of the United States and wraps around Florida in the Gulf of Mexico. The coastal plain has excellent harbors and a flat landscape.
Is this the region you wish to travel to?
If I owned a boat and was into fishing, that may be a good region, but I need high mountains.
To hear the next region, please press 2.
Beep.
Finally, let's get the thoughts of the principal on podcasting.
Podcasting can be an effective tool when utilized appropriately with students in class. It's another opportunity for project-based learning with students, and it allows them to use their higher order thinking skills, which is what we strive for each day in our classrooms. It is also an opportunity for parents to communicate and see what's going on in the classroom. They have an actual audio clip of class work, and parents always appreciate hearing what goes on in the classroom.
Well, that's podcasting in a nutshell. I hope you found this video beneficial, and if podcasting is something you would like to try with your class, the following slide provides links to video tutorials on how to podcast in the classroom using either GarageBand or Audacity. Thanks for watching.